Good morning, everybody. Clearing. Okay, so today I'm just going to dive in and do a Divine Feminine check-in. And then I'll be back after a bunch of personal reads today to do a masculine check-in. But let's see what the feminines are up to in the collective. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information coming through. What is it we can see for the beautiful Divine Feminines? What are they thinking about their connection and the masculine? What are they feeling for their Divine Masculines on the heart space? What are they wishing for the connection? What action are they taking? What is the biggest challenge that the feminines are facing? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where is the energy going in the near future? So the next couple weeks. Usually these readings, the energy of them, you know, it can be about a few weeks, even a few months in some cases. You'll have to feel into the resonance for your own situation. But okay, here we go. So what is it that the feminines are feeling or thinking about the connection? Oh, Ace of Cups in the reverse and Justice. Wow. So the feminines definitely know that the only way that justice is going to come into this connection is with self-love. Both of the twins need self-love, and the feminines know this. The feminines know, masculines that are cross-watching, that unless you love yourself, they can't love you. They can't get in. There's no way to get in there, because if you're not loving yourself, you're doing all sorts of repressed things. You're out there being different ways that aren't grounded, practical, realistic, genuine, authentic. And really beautifully evolved feminines know that if that's what's going on with their masculine, then somewhere inside they aren't feeling the self-love either. So feminines know that what they do for self, they do for twin, and that self-love is where it's at. So how do we do self-love? In this beautiful full justice. The justice is fully balanced scales. Things being authentically 100% balanced and fair. So self-love for feminines, this is where you feel worthy or not. It really is that simple. If you feel lovable, if you do the work to see your divine worth, that qualifies you. That is self-love. Loving yourself enough to know how precious you are, that there is only one you, and searching your connection with the divine to be shown what that is for you and your value. Wow, so that's an amazing energy to come out first. So feminines know that self-love is the key. And no matter if they're projecting their masculine doesn't love themselves, or, you know, in some stages of the journey, it can feel like rejection of you, feminine. And then the deeper layer is that if the masculine is rejecting you, they might still be rejecting themselves. And then that mirroring is also another deep look into your own accountability. So isn't that beautiful? Feminines, that is the key. Okay, so on the heart space, what are the feminines feeling for the masculines? Wow, Death card and the Wheel of Fortune both in the reverse. So they know it's only a matter of time before this connection is transformed. I'm feeling like the feminines are sending heart wishes. They're sending genuine pleas out to the divine to make this happen, to turn the wheel, to help them transform. Yeah, feminines are really just wanting to surrender to the divine. The Death card is a necessary ending. So this is paradigms, beliefs, all of that. Actually, let's see what clarification we can get. Let's do this. So what do the feminines want to have come to an end on with all of their hearts? What has no more room to be there? Okay, illumination. They don't want any illusion. They don't want anything that is misunderstood left in the connection. They don't want to project. They don't want to have shadows. They want to know. This is the journey of mastery, because the feminines want to see. They want to see clearly. They don't want to be in an ungrounded, unrealistic fantasy. They really want to see the path forward. They want to see the divine path forward. Okay, what is the wish for the feminine at this time? Oh, the world with the Five of Wands. Oh, they just desperately want karma to be cleaned up. Five of Wands is slaying the dragons. Too many people being involved. Too many lessons still needing to be learned. Unfinished business. Untidy energy. Loose ends. All that extra energy that just brings in drama or distraction, all of that stuff that feels like duty. The feminines just want that to be over, and they just want to bring it in. You are a huge part of the feminine's world's masculine, and they just want to be with you. They just want to be in that energy. For many of these connections, there just seems to be this distance, and the feminines really want to close the gap. They see that this karmic cleanup is the process of the gap closing, and they just really deeply, sincerely want to continue with that. Okay, what is the action that the feminine's taking? Oh, the Fool, Page of Cups. Yeah, they're preparing for this new beginning with you, masculine, because of self-love. Well, by actively integrating self-love. So this is working on mindset. This is getting their physical realm into alignment with their mindset. This is bringing all of the loose ends in preparation. I'm hearing they're a fool for love. They're doing extraordinary things in the name of love. Let's just put it that way. So whatever the feminines are inspired to do that is really in alignment with who they really are, they know that that is the very path forward. No matter how quirky, how unique, how audacious, they are doing it. They're changing their lives in those beautiful, loving ways just for them. And they know that that will bring in the new beginning. The more them they can be, the more this union will come in. Okay, what is the biggest challenge for the feminines? The Wheel of Fortune for the second time with the Divine Masculine, King of Wands. So the biggest challenge really is waiting, trusting that this great wheel will turn in this favor and bring in this union. The biggest challenge is really deeply wanting some FaceTime, in-person time with the masculine, really just wanting to share space with the masculine. So take that for however it resonates for your journey, different stages. This can be just getting communication. This can be getting more communication. This can be meeting up. This can be increased commitment. Take it how it resonates for your stage. What is the challenge or the solution for that? Oh, Queen of Cups with reunion in the reverse. This is inner child healing too, so more of that self-love. With the Queen of Cups, this really is the specialization in looking at all things children, so hopes and dreams for future children that seem like they're not coming in, spirit babies for some. This can be inner child healing. This can be thoughts about blending families. This can be thoughts of the inner masculine. So there's a lot here that the feminines are knowing have to do with all these layers of legacy. You know, children represent, and we ourselves as children, we are the conduit of our ancestors. We are the lifeblood of the planet. As far as human beings, we are a sacred container of that essence. You know, if humans cease to be, then that divine consciousness in our human way ceases to be. And there is this precious conduit of that energy that runs through family lines and through the children. And the divine feminines know that this connection is a sacred protection for the children, a sacred support for the children, for our own inner child, our own inner children as the masculine and feminine. There are a lot of layers to that theme. And so the feminines are really being asked here by Spirit to consider the children, or the theme of children, or inner child healing in this reunion, and how, wow, that's just such a practical piece of guidance, because so many of these connections do include this theme or children. And so there's something here, feminines, that if you've been too absorbed in the idea of romantic love strictly with your masculine, this is now time to prepare. Self-love is for the children, is what I'm hearing. So really consider the dynamics and the circumstances revolving around the children here, because if you haven't put conscious thought into how this connection would work regarding children, there could be distance, physical distance. People may need to move. There could be shared or custody issues. There's lots of things with a lot of karmic dynamics being worked out that have to do with the children. And, you know, take it how it resonates. Some complicated situations, but feminines, you're actually being asked to put a little bit of psychic, insightful manifestation energy into understanding how this situation will affect children. Wow, okay, and where is the connection going in the near future? Knight of Wands with choosing love over fear. So this is passion. I heard meetups. This can be some meetups coming in over the next little while this spring. So Knight of Wands is definitely the sexual meetup card for me. So there's some intensity building that way that has been chosen as the loving path rather than the fearful path. So let's pull a clarifier and see what that could mean. For the masculines, why is it the loving path? Okay, they are getting the not fully single card with the mourning lost love. So the masculines feel like meeting up and being romantic in some way, maybe even just talking about the connection, maybe making love. Like, this can be so many different layers. They know that it's not quite time for the whole thing. It could be a bit risky because there is this idea that sovereignty and autonomy hasn't been fully accessed because of past experiences, and maybe still processing karmic partnerships that are no longer there, whether they're physically with the karmic partner or they're still healing from having left karmic partners. We've got this card of mourning here. So I'm hearing their hearts are still on the line, that this might feel like a false start, but at the same time, love is really at the core of this. I'm not seeing lust being the thing here. It's more like the heartfelt desire to be together, maybe a little bit too soon. So that's what the masculines are feeling. Let's see what the feminines are challenged by for this meetup, or how love is triumphing. We get the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Lovers. So the feminines, for whatever reason, want to I'm hearing throw caution to the wind and have this meetup because they know that there's some hermit mode still to happen regarding maybe home situation, family situation, needing to focus on their own abundance, and coming into this understanding that the connection with the masculine is for the long term. It is a higher love. And so even if everything can't be accessed right now, the feminines are saying they might not have another chance for a while, and they want to make the best of this. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see what card we can leave for the masculines who have been cross-watching. Metatron star, exaltation, brilliance, triumph, and victory. Didn't I just say triumphant for the, well, I tried to say triumphant for the feminines. But here you are, masculines. There is victory here, no matter what it looks like. Part of this journey is staying brave, staying open, and staying in love. Staying in the acceptance and recognition of the love. That is the big, brilliant triumph here, masculines. And for the feminines, what can we get? Seal of subtle luminosities, discernment, discipline, and order. So feminines, you're becoming more safe. In everything you do, there is less conditionality, which is making you feel so stable and solid in the midst of all of the things that would have once made you feel so much more insecure. Your self-love has really allowed you to be more grounded, more practical, more realistic, and more fully in love. Bye for now.